Hello, welcome to the White City Stadium in Sydney, the final of the Adidas Sydney International Open. Tim Henman of Great Britain, hoping to make it 2 Sydney titles in a row. The reigning champion here, and in terrific form, fresh from his semi-final win over Patrick Rafter. It may not have been too pretty, but it was, in essence, perhaps the finest win of his career. Karol Kucera, all smiles, and why not? He's been in terrific form this week. Beat Sheng Xiaokan in the opening round, 2-2. Then Nicholas Kiefer, the very promising German who had to retire because of flu late on in the first set. Kucera winning that 5-2. Then it was Jason Stoltenberg, a good winner against the Aussies, 6-1 in the third. And then another Aussie, Michael Tebbett. He beat him 6-love in the third. So he's finishing strong, starting slow. Wonder if that'll happen here. Tim Henman has been in very good form. Got to the quarter-final in Doha, and here has beaten Mark Woodford in 3 sets. Albert Portas of Spain in 2. Quarter-finalist against Thomas Enquist. He won that 6-4 in the third, and then beat Rafter 7-6, 7-5. Terrific start to last year, of course, winning Sydney. Finalist in Doha and Antwerp, and then later on in the year winning in Tashkent. Ranked 19 at the moment, but with terrific bonus points coming from his semi-final victory against the world number 2. Well, he could well be moving up if he wins here today. Kucera, ranked 25, winner in Ostrava last year, in Rosmalen in 95, but 2 other finals last year, Stuttgart and Nottingham. He's in good nick. This is his first tournament of the year. Norm Kreist is the umpire, and white hot day here in the White City Stadium. Well, Tim Henman got off to a rattling good start. He broke Kucera in Kucera's opening service game, having held serve again. And we're going to pick it up in the 4th game with Henman 3-love up.
Tomas is going to talk to him, see if they can stop you.
Well, Kucera's been very slow off his blocks, like he has been through much of this tournament. And Henman cruising at the moment. 3-love up. Best of 3-set final.
Low, 15.
So it was happening a lot against Patrick Rafter in the second set. He went through a bit of a dip midway through the second set. A lot of his shots flat and long. But the backhand was in simply glorious form against Rafter. So 2 break points for Henman to go 4-love up.
Second serve.
There's no fluency about his serve at all at the moment. The man is really struggling.
Game, Henman.
So just as in the opening service game of Kucera, he's broken and ends the game with a double fault. And Henman started well, but he hasn't had to really reach top gear by any means, and he's 4-love up.
Love, 15.
Said he's very happy with his form so far. He knows he wasn't right at top notch against Rafter, but has really worked hard during the winter and now has a confidence high at just the right time going into Australia. There's the looseness on the forehand that dogged him a little bit midway through the second set. The semi. Lucky boy.
15-30.
And a very timely piece of luck as well. Might not even have touched the line, but it certainly wasn't the wrong side of it.
From here, I couldn't tell.
Well, you should have known. Tough call, but to make from the chair, but
15-40.
it was a bad one. Throws muttered under his breath there, and you can understand what he's feeling. Now the ball very much on the other foot. You see the bounce that this rebound ace gets. Despite his anger, he's well concentrated there. Still break point. Yes. Return fooled him, and Kucera is now back in the match, but he's got a lot of work to do. The final in Sydney, and a racing start for Tim Henman. But dropping his serve gives an opening now for Karol Kucera. A breakdown, 1-4 down.
Love.
sometimes can go into streaks of somewhat looser play. Be careful that he halts the streak right now. A terrific length from Kucera on the backhand. He's deceptive, big man, 6'2", 1m88 is the Slovakian. Doesn't seem to have great force in his shots, and yet players always seem to be stretched a little further than they fancy when they play against him. He's got real rhythm. Still having problem with the ball toss. Well, Henman a little lucky there. In fact, he didn't need to go for the ball wide and high. It was going out. A table tennis shot. Henman does well to keep it in play. It's a poor shot from Kucera. Still not happy on his serve. It's getting to be a habit now, the forehand going long.
Game, Kucera.
Normally the kind of trick shot he sees so early and can put away. Not playing too well at the moment, Henman. But he has a lead. Kucera holding serve for the first time there. Good coverage.
15 love.
Just taking a little off the serve and getting well in.
All.
The applause presumably for the catch, not the shot. was a terrific rally. Can't really fault Henman there. Aggressive.
30 all.
Came in on the short ball. Perhaps he didn't get enough penetration with his shot, but that was a wonderful effort on the backhand from Kucera. Again long, and again, as in the previous Henman service game, he's going to have to serve to save a break. Needs a first serve here. Wow. Well, he's playing so much better now. You'd back him to make that. What an opportunity missed. He may well rue that. Henman looks hard down the court. Scarcely believe how he was let out of jail.
Advantage Kucera.
Break point again.
Game, Kucera.
It's catching.
Ball change.
Double fault to end the game. Kucera has done it twice, and now Henman. And having had two breaks, to his credit, they've been wiped out now. It's 4-3. Yes, new balls at the start of the 8th game. Kucera at 3-4, final of the Adidas Sydney Open.
Love, 15. All.
Met 5 times before, these two. Henman here leads 3-2, and has won the last 2 times they played in Basel, indoors, round of last 16 last year, late last year, won that 6-4, 6-1, and he won the same score a couple of weeks later in Vienna, 6-4, 6-1, again indoors, quarter-final that time. Yes, well played. Terrific reactions to the backhand. There was he in the final. And it's not yet really whetted the appetite for the spectators, but they love that rally.
All. 40, 30.
It's a bad error after doing so well to get the return. Must be worrying now, beginning to nag at him, the errors that are coming from the forehand particularly.
Game, Kucera.
And that doesn't help. Henman's got such a good temperament, he doesn't get it down on himself.
4 games all.
He'll be quizzical at least as to exactly why he's making so many errors. From 4-love then, it's 4-all.
Love.
Yes, he's fancied it, Kucera. But didn't quite get the depth or width that he was aiming for on the forehand. But he did there.
40 love.
It's the kind of rally he really enjoys. Short, but meaningful. And the aggression paying off.
Game, Henman.
That's a big serve at such a big angle.
Henman leads 5 games to 4.
Yes. Coach David Felgate, no doubt down there and living that with him. Hasn't been a pleasant last quarter of an hour for the Henman supporters. And to all the good work that he's put in this week, all the confidence that he's built up, particularly after his win against Enquist, which was terrific amidst the win, to come back from a set down against such a fine player and win in 3. Well, if the last memory is of poor form, can work away at that confidence as he approaches the Australian Open, where he plays a qualifier in the opening round. And a possible line-up in the quarter-final against Mr. Rosetsky. That should be fun if it happens.
Time.
Incidentally, we open up our coverage of the Australian Open on Monday morning. Mark Philippoussis in action in the opening night match. 9 hours a day, our coverage. Alex Calatrava of Spain is Philippoussis' opponent in our first match. It's the night match live on Monday in Australia, but Monday morning our time. Here's the deceptive stroke-making ability of this fella Kucera. Seems to give it a little nudge and fairly races away.
Let pursue.
Just to carry on about our coverage of the Australian Open. Massive coverage here on Eurosport every day. Live match in the morning our time. 11:15, 10:15 if you're watching in the UK. Followed by the highlights of the day's play. Right the way through to 8 o'clock at night, or 7 o'clock if you're in the UK. And that's right the way through the fortnight.
Game, Kucera.
See what he's trying to do. Try and settle Kucera's serve as he did early in the match, and as he did against Rafter for so much of yesterday. Terrific crowd here. Australian tennis on a big high, even though there's no Aussie in the final here.
Low, 50.
That's much better work on the forehand. Really opened him up with the off forehand there. And watched it well to put away.
Fifteen, 30.
That's a very good rally, particularly from Kucera, who defended so well. Henman finding prodigious depth.
30, 40.
He battled well, and in the end saw his opening. Henman a little hesitant here, not quite sure what to do. And the side spin took it too far away from him. Break point.
Let for serve.
Didn't hear it. Well, there's Henman there in a nutshell. Break point down, but he still goes for the absolute margin right in the corner. might have been wide, but no call.
Kucera.
And no reaction from Henman. So it's break point again.
Deuce. Advantage Henman.
First serve there, but Kucera will be feeling he's rather missed the boat here.
Deuce.
Yes, well, Kucera had no problem with the second serve there at all. Henman probably see mouthing to himself, giving him the chance. Yes, again. Good footwork from Kucera, just making room for himself.
Advantage Kucera.
And probably could have got that at full stretch. Been a mighty difficult volley. Third time then, it's break point for the Slovak. Too many first serves being missed right now.
Game Kucera.
Wow. A game that, a set that he led 4-0. Henman now trails. And when you come back, Kucera will be serving for the first set at 6-5. Always a key element in Henman's matches of the first serve percentage in. And it's not quite good enough, really, 48. See what happens when they go in, but he's not winning too many percentage points in the second serve. That's been a problem. Kucera is getting onto him more and more. Serving now for the first set, 6-5.
Flat. Flat. $30-50.
Still not totally fluent on his serve. Seems to be reaching for it.
$40-50.
And the backhand lacking penetration, so 2 set points for Karol Kucera.
first set, Kucera, 7-5.
I'm afraid it hasn't been a vintage set, that one for Tim Henman. A set that started so promisingly with a 4-love lead. But for the last half an hour, he hasn't played it all well. But he's got such a good character. Such fierce, quiet, but fierce determination to get things right. That's a massive return.
Love, 15.
And that really is taking the mickey.
Love, 30.
All through this week he's been in rough patches. In the second set against Mark Woodford, which he lost. The first set against Thomas Enquist, which he lost, and came back to win those 2 matches in 3. And even against Rafter yesterday, he played pretty mediocre stuff midway through the second set, but came out of it, finished the match well. So he won't be worried.
Love, 40.
Kucera has really picked himself up now. Once again, he's proved he is a slow starter, but he's going through the gears fairly rapidly. 3 break points.
Light, first serve. (15-40).
Yes, Henman now really showing his frustration.
Second set, code violation. Used racket.
Gets a warning.
Mr. Henman.
From Norm Christ. Don't see that often with Henman, but it hasn't been good. And Kucera in front, and deservedly so now. And has to be said, playing a good deal better than his opponent. Some other news from down under. The ladies' final's been won by Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. Earlier on, she beat Serena Williams. Well, in the final, she beat Venus Williams fairly comfortably, 6-1, 6-3. Picture there of the white hat, second row, Miroslav Micic, the coach of Karol Kucera. There's David Felgate in the front row. On the right there with a T-shirt. Next to him, Mike Dixon from the Daily Mail. On the men's tour from Auckland News, that Marcelo Rios has won there. Beat Richard Fromberg of Australia, 4-6, 6-4, 7-6.
Time.
It's well and truly put an end to that racket. It was brewing. And finally the lid came off.
Thank you.
One love. Kucera's won 8 of the last 9 games.
Love, 15. Love, 13.
Careless. He's exerted a real dominance in this match over the last half an hour or so. With that kind of error, suddenly put Henman right back in it.
love 40.
Now then, is this the turning point? 3 breakback points for Henman. Yes, well watched, well weighted, and well struck.
15-40.
Just a little bit too much air under that. So a big point now. One that you feel the way the momentum's gone, the Henman must take if he's to stop that momentum going irrevocably away from one. Could be Rome.
Game, Henman.
Well, very unlike Henman rally, but he won it, and an important rally it was for him to win too. Now, can he capitalize on that? 2 breaks then to start this second set. Good variety in his game, very much like the Henman we know. A bullet serve and a rapier-like ground shot. Well, he did the important thing, he kept his racket up. But Henman will feel he might have done better here.
50.
There's the shot that betrayed him and put Kucera back in it. Could have done so much, Henman. He rather gave it away. Again, the return too good, and he was always the governor after it.
15-30.
Terrific rally. Excellent stuff from Kucera. I thought he might make it. Tremendous forehand from Henman to set up the volley.
30-40.
There's Kucera's talent there. Seemed to give that more than a nudge, and yet Henman was always going a little further to his right than he thought he was going to have to. And here's break point for the 5th break of the Henman serve.
Game, Kucera.
So the second set opens up with 3 successive service breaks. And Kucera leads now by a set and by 2 games to 1 in the second.
Good idea.
Well, Karol Kucera held his serve after he left us, so Henman serving now with new balls. 1-3 and a set down.
15 plus.
This is the final of the Sydney Open. Forerunner to the Australian, which starts on Monday. Yes, well played. Not the easiest shot to make, even though his opponent was out of position.
30.
Real skill to dig out that half volley. Sometimes Henman has the ability to make the difficult look ridiculously easy. Yes, good stuff. Ground stroke did the work, setting up the high volley, and he did well the wrong foot, Kucera.
Game, Henman.
There's avoidance.
Kucera leads 3-2.
So a heartening way to end that service game.
Good job.
Really does have a good temperament, Henman. Nothing seems to faze him on court. Big occasion, loss of form. Just takes it in and works hard and works himself through it. Kucera, a difficult man to fathom. Seems to have a much more lackadaisical approach to the game. But suddenly things are really going for him, and his career high, 23, achieved late last year. Ranked at 25 at the moment. Lives in London, born in Bratislava, but didn't do us any favours when Slovakia played Great Britain in the Davis Cup. In fact, Henman was one of his
No sweat.
victims.
Flutter. 15 all.
Better patch now from Henman. You can see the body language better too. Purposeful ground strokes and looking more solid.
(30-15).
Teed him up for that. David Felgate on the ATP Council now, the man who guides Henman a lot. Henman himself is on the player council. Two young men who've got a lot to do. A lot of power. Change the way the game's run. Influence anyway, if not power. Now all of a sudden the mistake's coming the other side of the court.
30-40.
And Henman now with a chance to break, get right back level.
Let serve.
So it seemed surprising. I'm surprised as well. Fancied his return.
Let her serve.
Such an important miss.
Advantage Kucera.
Again, really wanting to take charge on the important points.
Game, Kucera. Kucera leads 4-2.
And missed opportunity, really. Oh, yes, sweet shot. Beautifully guided home.
Low, 15.
Oh, nearly pulled it off.
15.
The standard from both players rising dramatically.
15. Game, Henman.
Big serve. Serving better now, but has too much damage already been done.
Kucera leads 4 games to 3.
Kucera still a break up, and he leads by a set and 4-3, closing in perhaps on the title.
29, sissy weather.
Here's the situation. 4-3 in the second set, watching the final of the Adidas Sydney Open. Kucera of Slovakia, Henman of Great Britain.
15, love.
Henman led 4-love in the opening set, but since then, the tie's been mostly in the favour of his opponent.
Love.
Normally the kind of rally that you'd back him to win. Just not enough on the approach, and the volley still very makeable, though it was hit damn hard. Oh, sweet touch. The shot of the match.
40-15.
Wonderful softening of the wrist here.
Game, Kucera.
But it didn't amount to much. Kucera again slams the door shut, and he's just a game away now from the third title of his career. Rosmalen 95, Ostrava 97. Could he get off to a winning start in 1998? Henman serving to stay in it. On the line.
15, love.
Yes, nod of approval. Kucera surprising him by picking it right and putting it away well. Lovely little slider.
30-15.
Now he does the honest thing and forces Kucera to serve out for the title. Just one more line then about our coverage of the Australian Open, which starts on Monday. We'll be live with you. 11:15 we start our coverage, 10:15 in the UK, every day, right the way through the fortnight. Later on at the weekends we'll be starting a little later because of the live skiing. But there'll be up to 10 hours a day, highlights every night of all the action during the day. A tournament which promises so much drama we've had in the recent years. It's been, well, with the French, perhaps the Grand Slam of the year. So many imponderables this year. In the men's and the ladies event, the Williams sisters threatening to wrest control from Martina Hingis.
Time.
And in the men's event, could it be the year of the Brit? Prue McMillan, Bob Hewitt, David Mercer will be joining me in the commentary team right the way through the fortnight. There's the prize on offer here. That and a check for $45,000 to the winner. Kucera serving for both the check and the crystal.
15 plus. From here, I can't tell if that caught or not.
There's the double fault habit, which really knocked him for 6 early on in the match. Berating himself, but once again Kucera somehow managing to get surprising pace, a bit more width, a bit more height as well. Two match points then. 2 championship points for Karol Kucera.
Thank you.
Call good. Looked like it might have been wide, but no arguments. Miroslav Mecic, who's done so much to guide this young man back to winning ways, leads the applause. And who'd have thought, about an hour ago, when he was 4-love down in the opening set, that Kucera would be taking the prize here. Rightly, he goes over to shake the hands. Well, his coach is behind that young lady. Terrific stuff. So that's it. Kucera, the winner. Henman this year has to be content with the runners-up slot. Hope you can join us all. David Mercer, Bob Hewitt and Prue McMillan with the Australian Open. Our coverage begins on Monday, 11:15, 10:15 in the UK.